Hello, this is Mark Brewer again, here to talk to you about the 2008 elections and a very important program that we have at the Democratic Party that we'd like all of you to be a part of. This is our Precinct Captain program. It's a way that you can make a difference in 2008. The elections are just around the corner, and we need your help to get out the word to your neighbors about how a Democratic president, a Democratic Congress, and Democrats up and down the ticket in Michigan can be so helpful to the future of the state and the country. So we are recruiting people who are willing to volunteer to spend time between now and the election talking to their neighbors about the issues and the candidates. We're going to be using the internet to provide these volunteers with lists of voters to talk to, as well as with literature. So I hope you'll sign up and join our Precinct Captain program and help us carry Michigan up and down the ticket this year. You can sign up by going to our website, www.michigandems.com. I hope you'll sign up and join thousands of other Michigan activists, Michigan Democrats, who are going to make a big difference in winning the state in November. Thanks very much.
No, so I'm Dana Cronin, and we're with DEMTV, which is a podcast we do for the Michigan Youth Caucus, and I'm a student at University of Michigan. And so I guess the first question I wanted to ask you is, what are you most excited for in the 2008 election?
I think finally to get rid of George Bush and elect a Democratic president and really have a chance to turn this country around.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any concerns about party unity or anything like that following the convention?
I think we've had a good, vigorous primary season so far, and I think people are going to come together afterwards. Because they're going to take a look at John McCain, who was more of the same, frankly, in terms of the agenda of George Bush. And we're going to have a choice between that or the voting, I think, for the future, which is what the Democratic ticket will represent.
Okay, exactly. And what issues do you think are going to be most important?
Well, including the war, I think is going to be a very, very important issue. The economy and jobs, just for everybody. But the rest of the country now is suffering through the recession that we've been suffering through in Michigan because of Bush's policies. I think education, and particularly affordability of education, is going to be a major issue. It's something the Democrats in Congress are pushing very hard on. But with resistance from the Bush administration, it would be nice to have a Democratic president who would be much more sympathetic to the needs of education.
Of course, yeah. And so Michigan's going to be a battleground state this year, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. So what role do you think students are going to play? Can you talk about that?
Young people and young voters are absolutely critical to our success. They've been critical to our success in the last several election cycles, particularly here in Michigan. We've come to depend on young people voting Democratic, and we're going to need them more than ever to vote Democratic up and down the ticket this fall.
Okay, and what races, if there's going to be a lot of students who want to help out from across the state, what races do you really think are key, and where should they look to help?
Well, I would particularly focus obviously on the presidential race. Senator Carl Levin is running for re-election. We need to make sure we re-elect him. There are some important state house and congressional races around the state. So basically, no matter where you live in the state, there are going to be some important races, either where you live or where you go to school or nearby. And you can contact our office or the local party office and get involved.
Okay, awesome. And are there any final words or anything?
And the only other thing I want to share is the Michigan Democratic Party website, which is www.michigandems.com. It's a great source of information for folks who are looking to get involved.
Okay, fabulous. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dana, very much.
Yeah, sure, of course.
My pleasure.